Hi. Okay, so we have. I'm not actually quite sure what day it is. Everything's sort of blurred into one. It's been it's been crazy. We have had so much to do and so many seminars and workshops and rehearsals and everything. It's been absolutely crazy. I'm running off very little sleep as well because this morning I had to get up earlier than what I thought I did, to do this fun stuff. You can't really see it at the moment, but you can kind of see it over here. It's curly. But I completely curled my hair this morning. The only problem was I realized last night that I didn't have any hairspray, so I had to walk to the shops this morning, get some hairspray and some other stuff, and then walk back. And then continue to, well, not continue, but to just do my hair. Which I'm actually pretty impressed. I managed to get it done in about an hour, which some of you won't really care about, but I do. And I had to do it today because we had a massive tech rehearsal. For those who don't know what a tech rehearsal is, it's a technical rehearsal. We go through everything, all of the cameras, the music, the microphones, make sure they're all working right, and make sure the AV guys or the tech guys know what to play when. A whole bunch of stuff got done, like when we were working with the cameras for our TV commercials, sitcoms, and soap operas. There are a whole bunch of scripts that we did, so they now know where the camera has to be, how close up the camera has to be on us, where it's not supposed to be, and all that as well, which got exceedingly boring, standing there waiting for them to figure that one out. Well, yeah, we were all waiting in line, ready to do it, but they weren't ready for us. So that's the joys of a technical rehearsal, to get all of those through. But what it also was a dress rehearsal for all of us. So we got to go through all our pieces, make sure we were within time limit, make sure that we could do it on stage, make sure that everything, that we could do it all. I know for a lot of people that doing stuff in costume. I mean, I finished my dance costume last night, and I hadn't danced in it before. So that was interesting. I managed to get it. I have to change one of the colors that I'm wearing. Thankfully, that's really easy to change. But there was that as well. That's what that was for. And I had to try dancing with the hat. Bailey, I love you because you gave me your hat, and it's amazing, and it just completes the costume. I'm so excited about it. And it works. I have figured out a way to make the hat work, though I feel really bad because I was rehearsing before I went on stage, and I have to flick the hat away at one point. And I flicked it away and was keeping on going with my dance. And there's little kids everywhere. I'd like 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. I think there's even some like 4.5-year-olds or something. But a whole bunch of them were playing chasey, and I had flicked this hat away. We're still rehearsing, and one little girl has come bolting around me, stepped on the hat, and has just slid. Her feet have just slid straight out from underneath her. I felt so bad. But, as little kids do, she just got up and kept going. So that was, yeah. I got a little nervous because the hat got squished, but it bounced back into shape, thankfully. That would have been horrendous had it not. But, yeah. So there was that. I never thought that tech rehearsal was going to end. We ended up going an hour over time. It was insane. And of all days to go an hour over time, this was probably the worst because we had a workshop at 8 o'clock that was supposed to happen at 8 o'clock through to 9 o'clock. It's now 10 o'clock. We finished the last seminar about half an hour ago, 9:30. So we went late. The seminar before that went completely full. That was a modelling one that I didn't go to. Apparently it was lots of fun, but I didn't actually go to it because I'm not modelling. And then after that, there was supposed to be an orientation, which I was going to go to and then not go to the seminar after that. But orientation ended up going for about 5 minutes. Even though it was planned for an hour, so I'm not sure what they cut out there, if they cut out anything, but it was weird. And then there was a seminar that was given that I wasn't originally going to go to, but I'm actually really glad I stayed, because much like the rest of the seminars here, I learned so much. It was crazy. I'm partly really tired, but also speechless at just how much I'm getting out of this and how much I'm learning. I literally have pages and pages and pages of notes that I'm taking at these seminars and workshops and whatnot, just to be able to intake everything, and so I can look it over and say, oh yeah, that happened, and oh yeah, that happened, and I'd forgotten about that, but yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the picture of myself on the screen. I'm gonna get out of this window. But yeah, so it's been a little crazy. I am happy though, because one of the things I got at the shops today was my pickles. I like pickles, and it's weird, but I really do. And it's like Heather was saying today, at least I'm not one of those people who eat pickles and peanut butter. That I never got. I can eat pickles all day though, so I'm pretty happy I have I have my pickles. What else has happened? That was pretty much all today. Our tech rehearsal. It was 5 hours altogether. There were some seminars this morning. Well, the first one I was almost late to because of my hair, but I made it eventually. I got a couple of new books. Apparently really, really good. One's an exceptionally good acting book, which I'm so excited to read. And the other one's a Shakespeare for the 21st century, which is it's really funny so far, actually. Alright, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but on the back here we go. Face folio. Shakespeare for the 21st century. Oops, that way. By David Van Doo. David Van Doo was the guy who gave the seminar. So this is his book. But this is hysterical. It's so funny. Alright. So we have Face folio. Oops, this way. Shakespeare for the 21st century. And then we have One Seeketh Companion, Express Thy Thoughts. Then just read this. Whoops, that way. Is that not hysterical? I cracked up when I saw that. Actually, Heather pointed it out to me, and then I sat there reading it for a bit while I was waiting for another seminar. And it's, oh my goodness, it is so funny. I absolutely love it. What else? I apparently did a lot better in my dance than what I thought I did. Heather and I were standing backstage waiting for our piece to come on, and we were watching all the other contestants, and we're like, alright, there is no way we're making a talent show. Talent show, by the way, is like the best of the best. So you go through all the competitions, just the competitions, and then from there, the best of the competitions get put through to the talent show. And yeah, so Heather and I were like, there is no way we're going to make the talent show. And we went out and did our pieces. My piece is a very old school jazz burlesque, fantastic. I love it. I love dancing to it. Piece to Ain't No Other Man by Christina Aguilera. It's so much fun to perform and dance, and I absolutely love it. But I went out, I did it, and I was like, oh my goodness, that was the worst thing I've ever done. Okay, not the worst thing I've ever done, but I knew I could do better with it. And I was really nervous going on stage, because when we had felt the stage, we hadn't practiced on it before. And I was really nervous with my jazz shoes as to what was going to happen, if it was going to be slippery, or if it wasn't going to be smooth enough. And so it was so iffy. None of us knew what we were in for at all. I had my jazz shoes on, but I was ready at the slightest moment of someone slipping over, or I was dead last, absolutely dead last. So, maybe Heather coming back and saying I couldn't dance on that, I can't dance on that in shoes. I was ready at the slightest moment, no, smallest thing, to rip those shoes off and do it in bare feet. Thankfully I didn't have to, because it worked pretty well. But as I said, I didn't think it was my best, and then I got off stage and everyone was like, oh my goodness, that was amazing, telling me that they really liked it. And then I went and sat down, and both Heather and I, we were watching other people perform, we were watching other people practice. We're like, all right, there's no way we're making it to talent show. We're pretty defined on that fact. And we sat down, and the people who were with other people in our group, we said that to her. No, this isn't going to happen. They sort of looked at us and went, are you sure? Like, really, this, others were good. They were good, but, I don't know what that means. And I don't want to say yes or no, yes, I'm going to get into the talent show, or no, I'm not going to get into the talent show. I don't know. That's what it comes to, is I don't know what's going to happen. And I've said this to many people. Sorry. I'm doing things as well, because I want to go to bed soon. So I'm doing like 4 different things at once. I am very tired. Anyway, yes. So no, back on track. Don't get sidetracked. I don't want to say anything that says, yes, I'm going to get something. No, I'm not going to get something, because I don't know, and I'm going to give it my best, and the best that I think I can do, and hopefully that will get me somewhere. Fingers crossed. But right now, for the moment, I know I could have done better at rehearsal, and it's taking just about everything I have to actually go to bed now and not stay up all night and practice. But I am running off very little sleep from last night, and I need it, because the first thing tomorrow is a competition. So I think the first thing tomorrow is my TV commercial, which will be fun. I actually got a lot of help on my TV commercial from one of the seminars the other day, in that I got called up. I volunteered to come up actually and do my TV commercial. And then I had one of the seminar teachers, Bob Luke, actually. Now Bob Luke, I can't believe that I did work with him. He's amazing. He's worked on so much stuff. He's incredible. But so I was working with him, and he really, really helped me with my TV commercial. Like, it was so good. Oh my goodness. I still can't believe that he worked with me on it. It was amazing. And yeah, so I'm not too, not bad about that at all. Don't feel too bad about that. See, look, I'm not even forming complete sentences at the moment. It's ridiculous. Alright, well, I've just proved that I can talk, because this is almost 15 minutes long now. Though I have been a bit sparse in my other ones, so I'm making up for lost time. Just trying to think, what else have we got? Not really much at all. But you know what? I'm happy with today. I learned a lot. I did a lot. And fingers crossed tomorrow for a showcase. because it's all starting, it's all happening, and I've met a couple of agents and met a couple of people. Actually, I got put on a mailing list tonight, which will be lots of fun. So let's see what happens. I'll see you guys another night.